every business is at risk for violence of some type, and every business is at risk for violence from very many types. So it's very important that every business thinks about what their hazard is with regard to violence. Certainly, small businesses are at very high risk of robbery-related workplace violence. Any business that has multiple employees can have a risk for employee-on-employee violence, and especially businesses that don't have good open communication, so things can escalate over time, can be at risk. So there's both risk factors based on the type of service and type of occupation and industry the business has, but then also risk factors based on characteristics of the business itself.
Small businesses that are at high risk for robbery, they tend to be in the retail environment. So businesses like convenience stores, gas stations, liquor stores, things that reduce this risk that business owners can do are very low cost, they're very low maintenance, they're very good for a small business owner because they're financially feasible. So it's things like maintaining good lighting, bright lighting interior and out, having good visibility so that clerks can see who's coming in, clerks can see outside, people who might be passing by, police that might be patrolling can see in. Having a small amount of cash in the register, just enough to maintain business, and that you drop cash into a drop safe that is at the cash counter area.
So even in reducing violence from customers and clients and from employees, there's an environmental component. So making sure there's a nice reception area where someone is greeted right away, but also allows some access control. So for example, if there's someone you don't want on your work site, there needs to be a way to identify that person and keep them from getting in. So access control is an issue that every business needs to think about.
Architects, engineers, safety folks are coming up with new strategies all the time where everything looks very open, but in the simple press of a button, walls can drop down very quickly. Glass panels, that are bulletproof can shut or shut. You can change the height of counters. Different things to give you a few seconds, because in a lot of cases that's all you need to make a difference is a few seconds.
Preventing especially employee-based violence really depends on creating a culture where you can identify and respond to events very early on so they don't escalate to more severe violence. So setting up multidisciplinary threat assessment teams that provide a place to report and respond, having employees trained in respectful communication and making sure that everyone knows what the avenues are to seek help if there is a conflict in the workplace, providing services to employees that maybe are going through something that is making their behavior erratic in the workplace, finding that early and responding to it are all important elements of a comprehensive program.